and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live from sunny and beautiful Brazil. Can you hear me? This is a sound check. Please type in the chat that if you can see my screen and hear my voice, so we can start. And today is lesson 2. Can you hear me? Sound check. Can you hear me? Sound check, sound check. Can anybody hear? Hello MJ! So we are live finally. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Hello Miguel, hello Mike. Thanks for the confirmation. Max from Brazil, really? Si senor. Okay everybody, this is the slide of, this was the first slide. As you can see, it's called Forex Trading Course 101, right? And this is what you should see yesterday. And here are the modules. We are going to first learn about the basic module. We are going to talk about market structure, highs and lows, and the trends. After we understand the basics, we are going to go on the beginner module. We are going to talk about trends, trend lines, support, resistance, pivot points, candlestick formation, and so on. And then we are going to jump on the intermediate, advanced, and finally professional. Okay, and remember, in order to be successful at trading, not just forex trading, but I believe stocks, bonds, and everything else, we have the 3 pillars on the right side. Remember everybody, which one is the most important, which one is causing which one is causing that 90% of traders still lose money all over the world? Which one? Is the strategy, the system, is the pillar, is the reason that the traders lose the money, or is risk management the reason that traders lose money all over the world, or is psychology the reason why traders still, today 2019, traders still lose money? 90% of traders loses money. Sooner or later they burn their accounts all over the world. Correct MJ, psychology. Okay, so today is lesson 2. As a beginner trader, correct Miguel, yes, as a beginner trader you need to be aware and understand that even though you maybe have an edge in the market, you have a proven strategy or system, and even though you know the risk management rules, and if you are struggling after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, Mike, yes sir, but the most important, Mike, is the psychology, which I don't have. Okay, so you need to be aware of this. Okay, we are talking about emotional intelligence here when you talk about psychology. And remember, as we said, 90% of traders lose money in the forex market worldwide, and there is disclaimer: the webinars are not investment or trading advice. They are for educational purposes only, and don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. So demo trade first, and after you are profitable for 3 months, no losing months in between, and after you know how to explain why are you losing, why are you winning, only then you can go on the live account, in my opinion, of course. This is my opinion. So let's jump into the charts and let's continue. Today the lesson is about highs and lows, but we need to check the homework from yesterday, right? So this is what we learned yesterday, the monthly chart, and yesterday we talked about the overall general direction of the currency pairs. And if we find as beginners, even professionals, it's the same. If we find a currency pair that it's near the upper band, we are going to short the market, and we find the currency pair that it's near the lower band, we are going to buy the market. and if we are complete beginners, we are staying out when the market is in between. Okay, this is the most important picture, everybody. Take a screenshot of this. This is an old picture from a few years ago. I found it on the internet. Okay, take a screenshot of this picture. And this is the most important picture that you are going to use and try to understand along the time. When we jump from the basic module to the intermediate, beginner, professional, this is the most important picture. I'm sorry, I cannot, maybe I can zoom in to make it bigger. There you go. Especially for the beginner traders, this is the most important picture that you need to understand, and this is why we are telling you that you need to you need to understand the monthly time frame first, right? So if you can see the picture, the monthly chart, it's in the black color, right? The weekly chart is blue. The 2-hour chart is green, and the daily chart is red. So this is why you need to understand the monthly chart first, right? Because if you are look from this is the picture from the Fibonacci lessons, but we are going to use it right now, no problem. No, it's not Elliott waves, Max. No, it's Fibonacci, not Elliott waves. Okay, but if you look from B to C, everybody, the black B to C, 5 up, 3 down, yeah, maybe it is, but it's not supposed. This is from the Fibonacci lesson, okay? If you look, everybody, from the B to the C, the black line is pushing down, right? The black line, the monthly chart, is pushing down, but the weekly, the blue line is pushing down, up, down and up, and especially the daily chart and the 2-hour chart are pushing down and up, right? It's moving, it's waving, right? So this is where you are going to have losing trades. This is where trading gets difficult, right? Meaning you need to look the trade in the direction of the higher time frame. Okay, take a screenshot of this picture and print it out and put it on your laptop, or when you're studying or where you're trading. Okay, this is the most important picture. Okay, so homework first, then we're going to talk about highs and lows and the different market behaviors. Okay, let's check USD/JPY first. NMJ, yes, I connected my account to the trading view. USD/JPY, everybody, Forex is missing data, so we are going to go on the trading view and USD/JPY, and this is those are the bands right here. Where is the trend line, horizontal line? So the upper band is here. Let's make it bigger. Okay, and the lower band is here. Okay, so if you're a beginner trader and you are looking for market direction long term, Forex doesn't have enough data on the monthly chart. So you can use any charting software, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can use I don't know, there are plenty of them, but you need to check. So those are the bands of the USD/JPY from the monthly chart. Okay, now long term, the USD/JPY, it's supposed to go up. And yes, I know they are talking about the cut of the interest rate, right? Supposed to be tomorrow, Wednesday. It depends on where you live, but long term, this currency pair USD/JPY. Remember, when each use trading view, what's the difference between JForex? Max, look at the JForex platform and look at the numbers of the band. So the lower band, it's okay. The lower band, it's at 75 something, right? So the lower band, it's at 75.6. Okay, 75.6. But the upper band, it's at 1, 2, 3. So 123.6. Okay. So if you don't know the bands, the range between the two countries, yes, no data in JForex, yes. You need to check, double check this. Because if you thought that this is correct, then you would be shorting the market long term. But in reality, you should be long. Okay, technically speaking. And as we said, everybody, if you're a complete beginner trader, stay out of the USD/JPY. Okay, because in the middle, in the range, trading gets a little bit complex, a little bit difficult. Okay, either way, you should be looking to buy USD/JPY long term. We are talking about the coming years. And remember, oh yes, the US dollar, the interest rate, it's a currency pair. Remember, everybody, it's a currency pair. It's not just the US dollar. You need to look also at the Japanese yen. Okay? When you trade, you need to understand both. You need to look at the both sides, not just, oh, I'm going to sell the USD/JPY because the US dollar, the central bank is going to cut the rate. Well, you need to know what is happening also in Japan. Okay? USD/JPY, NZD/CAD, we said it's okay. EuroCAD, I'm not sure. Let's check EuroCAD on TradingView. EuroCAD, monthly chart, EuroCAD, and as you can see again, there is a big difference. So those are not the bands on EuroCAD. The upper band, it's at the upper band, it's at horizontal ray. It's at 1.90. So long term, EuroCAD still bullish. You should be looking to buy EuroCAD long term. Triangle will be hit, long term buy. What currency pair? USD/JPY. Okay, let's check the next one. Let's check, of course, euro dollar, euro USD, and let's check monthly chart. So this is the JForex platform. Let's double check with TradingView. So it's euro dollar, okay, and the lower band, it's at 0.84. So as you can see, euro dollar, the upper band is okay, but the lower band, it's wrong. It's 0.8 something. So euro dollar still short. You should be looking to short euro dollar, everybody. Okay, and when you know this, as a beginner trader, trading becomes predictable, right? So this, we had here the counter trendline break, right, at resistance. So this fall was predictable, right? Oh, Passion, how do you know? I don't know. We don't have the crystal ball, but this is the concept, everybody. You need to learn this. you need to learn this, and you need to understand, again, the Forex market, it's a financial game, for the lack of a better word. It's not a game, but government have contracts, okay, because of the imports and exports. And you need to understand this. So when you understand this, of course you need also to believe this. When you understand and when you believe, right, when you believe this, then trading becomes much easier. This fall here was predictable. Okay, let me find. So resistance was here, right? This was the resistance, and the market is falling, right? And remember, everybody, if you are a beginner, maybe stay out of the euro dollar. Why? Because when the market is in the middle of the range, can do anything it wants, right? Can go up, retrace, or can continue to fall further down. However, this fall was predictable. Okay, but we are not talking about trading yet. We are talking about you to understand how the currency pairs are moving from one band to the other. Next, GBP USD, GBP USD. Okay, we are not going to check every currency pair. If you want to check some other currency pair, everybody please type in the chat. Okay, we're going to talk about just the majors quickly, right? So the upper band is here, the lower band is here. Let's double check with TradingView. GBP USD, and this one I believe it's correct. So it's at 2.10, the upper band, and the lower band is here. 2.10, 2.10. Okay, so GBP USD, it's okay. We are not missing any data on GBP USD. Okay, USD CHF we talked already. Those are the bands, no problem. So now let's stop at GBP USD. Okay, remember, as a beginner trader, we told you that the currency market moves from one band to the other, right? Because government have contracts because of the imports and exports mainly. Okay, now GBP USD right now in this point in time, it's an exception to the rule. Why is that? Well, because governments are not sure anymore what value the currency pair, and we are not talking about the dollar, we are talking about the what's called the fund, the Libra, right? Okay, and connected to the value of the currency pair, the currency of Great Britain, it's the Brexit saga. Okay, so even though technically speaking this currency pair should go up, don't trade this currency pair, especially if you are a beginner, because nobody knows what is going to happen if Great Britain pulls out finally of the Eurozone, and they are going to sign new contracts, and it's going to be a mess. Okay, so we never had this example in history, so nobody knows what is going to happen. Okay, it's going to fall, how long is going to fall, how deep is going to fall. Okay, so technically speaking, we are talking about theory. It's supposed to go up, but because of the Brexit, right, Great Britain wants to jump out of the Eurozone, stay out. Thank you, Miguel. British pound, yes sir, the value of the British pound. So stay out of the GBP USD pair. Okay, so USD JPY we said stay out. USD CHF short, NZD CAD short, Euro CAD stay out or long. Euro dollar, short or stay out if you're a beginner trader. Okay, short. GBP USD, stay out. Stay out, stay out. Oh, I'm a professional, it doesn't matter, stay out. Because nobody knows what is going to happen. Okay, just a speculation here. Nobody knows. It's like the cryptos, you know. Oh, Bitcoin, and nobody knows. Okay. Next, it's AUD USD. And we're going to move on the highs and the lows. If you want to check the bias, the direction of some currency pair, please type in the chat box. Okay. AUD USD monthly chart. Let's double check with the AUD USD with the trading view. Okay, so the upper band is okay. I think the lower band is not okay. The lower band is at 0.48. 0.48. Again, 0.4 on AUD USD. 48. Somewhere in here. Okay, so if you're a beginner trader or stay out or short AUD USD, again, this fall here was predictable. This counter trendline break was predictable. Okay. Oh, Passion, why is AUD USD falling? Well, because of the financial game between the two countries. Okay. And yes, we are going to have the pivot points and resistance, so if you're a complete beginner, stay out. Okay. The main goal for you as a beginner trader is to answer if I ask you for the long-term direction on USD JPY, what is going to be your answer, everybody? If I ask you for the long-term direction on USD JPY, what is going to be your answer? Long, buy USD JPY, or short, sell USD JPY? Come on, time to learn, come on. What's the answer? USD JPY, technically speaking, long term. For the coming years, should we buy USD JPY or should we look to sell? Long or short? What do you think? Don't worry, there is no right or wrong. We are here to learn, okay? Nobody, as Max said, we don't have the crystal ball. MJ, out. Yes, but technically speaking, what is the direction? We have a triangle here. What is going to happen? Most likely is going to jump up or it's going to jump down. Long term. Buy long term, yes sir, correct. USD CHF, long term, should we go short, sell USD CHF, or should we buy? Should we go long USD CHF? Max, where are you? USD CHF, short or long? Miguel, long? No, Miguel. USD CHF is Mike, no. USD CHF is short, not long. Short. Look at where are we. The market touched the resistance, the two bands, and now it's falling. Yes sir. Mike, do you understand why USD CHF is short? Miguel also? But you are not looking at the whole chart on you. Yes, that's true. Yeah, true, but we said that USD CHF it's an exception to the rule, right? We did learn about the sideways movement Okay. Max, I am on long now. Be careful, Max. USD CHF, it's locked inside this sideways channel. Okay. Okay. NZD Cat, Mike, Max, Miguel, and MJ. NZD Cat, short or long? Sell NZD Cat or buy NZD Cat? What do you think? NZD Cat just broke the trend line. MJ is asking why is USD CHF exception, because in theory the market moves between the two bands on the monthly chart, right? But as you said, USD CHF, when you compress the chart, the bands are this is the upper band and this is the lower band. Okay, but so far from 2016 the market it's locked inside this channel. Okay, this is why this is what, orange. Okay, this is why this is the exception to the rule. Okay. Okay, MJ, why is this the exception? USD CHF, it's locked inside the sideways channel. And yes, NZD Cat, short, 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 correct? Euro Cat. What about Euro Cat? Euro Cat, short or long? If you're a beginner, stay out, of course, but what's the long-term bias? What's the long-term direction? Up or down? So this exception can be applied to many pairs. I think it's only Canada CHF, MJ. Let me check. Canada CHF. Let me check Canada CHF for you. Okay, there you go, Canada CHF. USD CHF, Canada CHF, those are the two no-brainers. Okay, Canada CHF. Like EuroCat, the exception can be applied. I didn't check yet, but maybe. Okay, everybody, let's make a poll. Canada CHF. Who thinks that we should buy or go long, and who thinks that we should sell or go short? Canada CHF. Who thinks that we should buy Canada CHF, and who thinks that we should sell, go short? Mike said short. Yes. Miguel, what do you think? We have one to go short. Does anybody who thinks that we should go long? Mike says short. What do you think, Miguel, MJ, Max, and everybody else? What do you think, short or long? Ken, hello Ken, long. We have 1 versus 1. Come on. Miguel, what do you think? Mike says short, Ken says long. Max, MJ, what do you think? Now short. We are not talking about now, we are talking about the long-term direction. We have 2 shorts, 1 long. We have 2 shorts, 1 long. Max says sell, short. 3 shorts. Who is missing? Max is here and okay. Long. Okay, we have 3 shorts, 2 longs. The winning side is the long side. We should be looking to buy, everybody. Okay. Congratulations Ken and congratulations MJ. Why long? Because the market touched the lower band, touched the upper band, it touched the lower band, it touched the upper band, it touched the lower band, it touched the upper band, and it touched the lower band. Correct, MJ? Yes, sir. Lower band has already touched, so it needs to touch the higher band. Yes, sir. Correct. Congratulations, Ken. Congratulations, MJ. Okay. And remember, because this is the monthly chart, anything can happen in here. If you are trading, hopefully, if you are demo trading on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, anything can happen in between. Okay, but long-term direction is up. So as a beginner trader, you need to understand that you should be looking to buy Canada CHF. Okay, remember, we are not talking about trading yet. We are just trying to explain you how this market works. Okay, so AUD USD long-term short, GBP USD stay out of the Brexit, Euro dollar short. Okay, now let's address the market, the highs and the lows, and the three different behavior that the market has, right? So as a beginner trader, you need to understand that the market moves, it can move in an uptrend. Okay, it's going to make higher highs, higher lows, which we are going to explain in about a minute. The market can wave in a downtrend. It can make lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Better not trade Canada CHF. If you're a beginner trader, yes sir, absolutely. And the third behavior that is tradable is when the market is moving sideways, like it's moving in the Canada CHF pair and the USD CHF pair. So those are the three tradable behaviors of the market. Okay, so number one, you need to understand the financial game, right? You need to understand the financial game, that the market moves from the upper band to the lower and backwards on the monthly chart. Today's lesson 2, you need to understand how the market moves. So it can move in an uptrend, it's going to make higher highs, higher lows. It can move in a downtrend, it's going to make lower lows, lower highs, or it can move sideways. It's going to make most likely equal highs and most likely equal lows. Okay, so those are the tradable environments. However, there are two environments that are not tradable for the beginner trader. The one environment is this one, when the market is making lower highs but higher lows. Okay, and the most difficult, even for the experienced traders, is this market. This is crazy. Okay, especially the second one, it's the most difficult one, and here all the professional traders lose money. If you have a professional trader who is saying, you know, I don't lose money here, he is lying. Okay, why is that? Because here the market is making higher highs and lower lows, so the market is stopping you out anyway. Okay, so these the professional traders, right? They can maybe trade this one. It's called wedge, I think, but nobody trades this one. Okay, I mean, you have some traders trading this, but it's pure speculation. Nothing works in here. No Fibonacci, no Ichimoku, no moving average, no Elliott waves. Yes, Miguel, yes, this is the indecision market, correct. So those two environments are not tradable, especially if you are a beginner trader. Okay, especially. So if you want to trade in an easy way and don't lose your nerves, try to identify an uptrend, or try to identify a downtrend, and try to identify a sideways movement and enjoy trading. Okay, you should be enjoying trading. I'm not talking you to be emotional, you know, but try to not complicate things trading these two suckers in here, especially the the crazy second one. Okay, so lesson number 2 today, we have 3 tradable behaviors and 2 not tradable behaviors. Okay, now how to identify if the market is in an uptrend, downtrend, or sideways. We are going to use what are called the highs and the lows. Okay, so first, what is a high? Text high. Okay, and we are going to have a low here next. So this is going to be a low on the right side. What is a high, everybody? A high is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. Don't worry, we are going to write this down. You need to learn that a high and a low, it can come in different shapes and combinations. All currencies are tradable if you have a crystal ball. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Max, if you have a crystal ball, I'm going to buy it, okay? So let's write this down. A high. Okay, we are here. High is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower, this is important, with lower high values. Okay, so take a screenshot of this or write this down. A high is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. What does this mean? It means that the 2 candles on the right and the 2 candles on the left must, this is a must, it's a non-negotiable rule. It must have lower values. Okay, and the wick of the candle, it takes part when we are talking about the values. So this is a high, right? Because we have a central candle and 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. Okay, if for example, now I'm going to draw another wick on the first candle on the left. If you have a candle like this with another wick that it's higher, now this is not a high anymore. Why is that? Well, because the rule states a high is a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. Okay, now if you are on Forex, you can click on the icon, okay, and you can widget is going to display, so you can increase the widget like this, okay, and when you go with the mouse on some candle, is going to show you the values. And as you can see, there you go, as you can see, you have a high here. It's date, time, open, high, high value, low, and close. Okay, so let's go on the chart. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. So this is euro dollar monthly chart, and we are going to check the top. Okay, so we want to see, we want to understand which one is the high, which one of the two candles is the high, right? So we have two highs. Which one is the high, which one is not the high? So let's see. So if I'm going to scroll, there is a fractal indicator. Just put in your chart and configure it on 2, then you are set to see. Yes, MJ, but we want the beginners to understand. Yes, you have a fractal indicator, but as a beginner you need to understand why the high is a high. Thank you for the information, MJ, but you need to understand what is a high and what is a low. Okay, because some platforms are bugged sometimes, and then the indicator doesn't work, and then we are going to have problems because we don't know what is a high and what is a low. But yes, MJ, thank you. You have, for the more experienced, you can use the fractal indicator. Okay. However, if I'm going to with the mouse over the first candle, as you can see, the high is at 1.60183, right? Okay. So this is a center candle, and I'm going now to scroll the mouse on the two on the left. So the high is at 1.60, left candle the high is 1.59, and the second on the left is 1.52. So I have two candles on the left with lower high values. So I had to refresh what was the platform. The bug is when the indicators are not working properly. This is a bug. There are some platforms out that are offering an automated Fibonacci, but sometimes they are not showing the correct numbers. Okay, and this is going to, traders are losing money because of this, because they are taking profits or putting stop loss in the wrong areas. Okay, it's everybody, if you're a beginner trader, remember this. It's nice to learn how to use indicators, of course. We are all using the indicators, but you need to know how to trade without them also. Okay, because sometimes the platforms get bugged and the indicators are not working properly, or charts have delays, and so on and so on and so on. Now back to the chart. I'm going to scroll the mouse on the right side. So high is still at 1.60. The first candle on the right, its high is at 1.58, and the second candle, the white one, the high is at 1.58. So this is a high. Okay, this is a high because all the rules are okay. I got it. Yes, sure, you are right. Sorry. No problem, MJ. You can ask anything you want. We are here to help. Okay, there is no right or wrong in the market. You can ask any question, you can say anything, no problem. Okay, so this is a high, and let's go back to the, so this is the high, right? Let's decrease the widget. So what is the low? Well, the low is the exact same thing, just in the opposite direction. You are going to have a center candle and 2 candles on the right and 2 candles on the left, with what? With higher lower values. Okay, you need to study this, everybody, if you're a beginner trader. A low is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right, with higher low values. Okay, a low is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right, with higher low values. Okay, now every candle, everybody, let me put this like this very slowly for the beginners. Every candle, it has 4 parts. Okay, and it can come in different shapes and combinations. Okay, every candle is just an example. Every candle, it has an open value. Okay, it's like this, open value. If it's a bullish candle, it's going to open down and it's going to close up, right? It's going to have a close value. Okay, if it's bullish, it's going to open down, it's going to close up. This is why it's called bullish. And of course, it has also a low value. This is the lower point of the candle, low. Okay, and you have also a high up in here. So this is going to be the high value. Okay, those are the bullish candles. Okay, so when you are looking at a low, you are going to find a central candle like this. Okay, it's going to come in different shapes and combination, but it's going to have a low, an open price, a close price, and a high. And then you need to check 2 candles on the right and 2 candles on the left, and check that the 2 candles on the right and 2 candles on the left has a higher low value. So this low must be higher. Okay, like this, going to be a higher low and is going to be a higher low. Let's write this down. So higher low and clone, higher low. So the 2 candles on the right has, and let's clone this one. So clone on the left side is going to be the same. Okay, higher low, it's going to be a higher low, and clone, this is going to be a higher low. Okay, a low is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right, with higher low values, and this is the center candle low. Okay, not so complicated, I believe, right? Okay, so this is for the low. Now when we are looking for highs, we are going to look for bearish candles, right? And most likely it's going to be the same, just in the opposite direction. So clone, you are going to have an open on the upside, and you are going to have a close on the downside, right? Because it's a bearish candle, it's falling, right? And again you're going to have a high, remains the same, and you're going to have a low, remains the same. So this is going to be a high, and this is going to be a low, clone. Okay, now let's write this down for future reference. So this is the bearish candle, okay, and this is a bullish candle here, bullish candle. Everybody, if there is something that you don't understand, watch again these webinars, okay? It's common to watch the same webinars again and again and again. You can watch it 1, 2, 3 times, no problem. If you don't understand, watch it again, okay? If it's too many, I know sometimes it gets difficult and complex, but we are trying to simplify as much as possible, okay? So, bearish candle, you have an open in the upper side of the candle and you have a close on the downside, because it's falling, right? It's blue. So let's go here, let's open a new chart, new chart. Okay, there you go. So there you go. Okay, there you go. This in here, okay, come on, let's open. Not the best example, maybe this one here. Okay, so this one high at, I mean the open, it doesn't show. Okay, there you go. Can you see my mouse? And the red arrow, open it's at 0.79 and the high it's at 0.81. So the wick is higher, right? So you have an opening price, a high price, a low price, and a closing price. Okay? So when you are learning and studying this, we are here. Just bear in mind that what are the highs and what are the lows, okay? And now, what makes the market behavior in an uptrend? Well, the market is making, if this is a low, a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right, and this is a high, a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower values, and this is another low, and this is another high. Now we are in an uptrend. Why is that? Well, because the market is making higher highs and higher lows, right? So the highs and the lows are defining the market trend, the trend direction. Okay, we have 2 highs, the second one is a higher high, and we have 2 lows. The second low is a higher low. Let's clone. Okay, so we are in an uptrend when the market is making higher highs and higher lows. On the other side, we are in a downtrend when the market is making background color, when the market is making lower lows and lower highs. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And finally, sideways, the market is making equal highs, right? And so equal highs, clone, come on, and equal lows, clone and clone So this is the sideways channel, the sideways market. Okay everybody, homework. If you want homework until tomorrow, homework. Let's delete this. We have 2 more minutes, then we have another webinar. So homework until tomorrow. Homework. Identify the trend on the monthly chart for Euro USD, USD JPY, what else? AUD USD, GBP USD, and EuroCAD. Okay? Homework until tomorrow. Identify the trend based on the highs and the lows. Okay? On the monthly chart, based on highs and lows, try to identify the trend on Euro Dollar, USD JPY, AUD USD, GBP USD, and EuroCAD on the monthly chart. Okay everybody, this is all for today. See you back tomorrow for another webinar, for another lesson for the Forex course 101. And remember the 3 pillars, and the big one is psychology. Until tomorrow, as always, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.